15. In the 27th year of Jeroboam, king of Israel, Azra, the son of Hamas, king of Judah, became king. He was 16 years old when he became king, and he reigned 52 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Jecoliah of Jerusalem. So here he is. Right now, he's one of the longest reigning kings, because he's reigned for 52 years. So he's there for a long time. And he did what was right in the sight of the Lord, according to all that his father Azra had done, except for the high places were not removed. The people still sacrificed and burnt incense on the high places. So he's up with it. He's still doing the same thing his father did, isn't he? He didn't stop the sacrifices to the other kings in the high places. Then the Lord struck the king, so that he was leper until the days of his death. So he dwelt in an isolated house, and Jotham, the king's son, was over the royal house, judged the people of the land. Now the rest of the acts of Azra, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the king of Judah? So Azra rested with his father, and they buried him with his father in the city of David. Then Jotham, his son, reigned in his place. So he reigned 52 years. What happened at the end of his reign? He was struck with leprosy. He was suffering the last part of his years. But his son was filling in. He was giving all the information to his son. His son was doing everything he told him. And then in verse 8 it says, in the 38th year of Azra, king of Judah, Zechariah, the son of Jeroboam, reigned over Israel and Samaria 6 months. He did evil in the sight of the Lord, as his father had done, and he did not depart from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who had made Israel sin. Then Shel, the son of Jehovah, conspired against him and killed him in the front of the people, and he reigned in his place. Now the rest of the acts of Zechariah, indeed, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel. That was the word of the Lord, which he spoke to Jehu, saying, your son shall sit on the throne of Israel to the 4th generation, and so it was. So God's still keeping his promises, isn't he? The Lord said, you will have your sons to the 4th generation. And this is the 4th generation, but he gets killed too, like his dad did, didn't he? Only there 6 months. And then Shel, the son of Jabash, became king in the 39th year of Ezra, king of Judah, and he reigned a full month in Samaria. For Med, the son of Gadiah, went up from Tarzah, came to Samaria, and struck Shem, the son of Jabash, in Samaria, and killed him, and he reigned in his place. Now the rest of the acts of Shem, and the conspiracy which he led, indeed they are written in the books of Chronicles of the kings of Israel. Then from Tazar, Mahad attacked Tifizan, and all who were there in the territory, because they did not surrender. Therefore he attacked it, and the women there who were with child he ripped open. But he's really bad, isn't he? He's even killing women and children. He's just ripping them open. And in the 39th year, Azar, king of Judah, Mahad, the son of Gadiah, became king over Israel and reigned 10 years in Samaria. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not depart all his days from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who he had made Israel sin. Pul, king of Syria, came against the leaders. Maham gave Pul 1,000 talents of silver, and his hand might be within him to strengthen the kingdom under his control. And Mahad exacted the money from Israel, from all the very wealthy, from each man 50 shekels of silver, to give the king of Syria. So the king of Syria turned back. They did not stay there in the land. Now the rest of the acts of Maham, and all that he did, Are they not written in the books of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel? So Mayhem rested with his father, then Pekah, his son, reigned in his place. Pekah, in the 15th year of Azariah king of Judah, Pekah, the son of Mayhem, became king of Israel of Samaria, and reigned 2 years. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not depart from the sins of Jeroboam, the sons of Nebat, who had made Israel sin. And Pekah, the son of Relah, an officer of his, conspired against him, and killed him in Samaria, in the citadel of the king's house, which along Orgah, an area, and with him were 50 men of Gilead. He killed him and reigned in his place. Now the rest of the acts of Pekah and all that he did are written in the books of the Chronicles of the King of Israel. Pekah reigned in Israel in the 52nd year of Azariah, king of Judah, and Pekah, the son of Relah, became king of Israel, Samaria, and reigned 20 years. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not depart from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who had made Israel sin. In the days of Pekah, king of Israel, Tlizar, king of Syria, came and took Ijah, Abel, Beth, Makkah, Jonah, Kadesh, Hazar, Gilead, and Galilee, all the land of Naphtali, and he carried them captive to Syria. Then Hosea, the son of Eliah, led a conspiracy against Pekah, the son of Relah, and struck and killed him. So he reigned in the place in the 20th year of Jotham, the son of Ezra. Now the rest of the acts of Pekah and all he did, indeed, they are written in the books of the Chronicles of the King of Israel. In the 2nd year of Pekah, the son of Relah, king of Israel, Jotham, the son of Azariah, king of Judah, began to reign. He was 25 years old when he became king, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Jersha, the daughter of Zodak. And he did what was right in the sight of the Lord. He did according to all his father's Elzar had done. However, the high places were not removed, and the people still sacrificed and burned incense in the high places. He built the upper gates of the house of the Lord. Now the rest of the acts of Jotham and all that he did, are they not written in the books of the Chronicles of the King of Judah? In those days the Lord began to send Reza, king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Relah, against Judah. And John arrested him with his father, and was buried with the father in the city of David, his father. And then Ezra, his son, reigned in his place. So we just got through a bunch of different kings, didn't we?
Yeah.
What are they doing? They're all following the same thing.
The same pattern.
Same pattern, and this is showing us the line of it. And out of this, all we can get is this: God does what His will is here, don't He? He made promises and He kept them. But let's keep going to chapter 16. In the 17th year of Pekah, the son of Relah, Azar, the son of Jotham, the king of Judah, began to reign. Azar was 20 years old when he became king, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem. And he did not do what was right in the sight of the Lord, his God and father David had done. But he walked in the ways of the kings of Israel. Indeed, he made his sons pass through the fire, according to the abomination of nations, whom the king Lord had cast out from before the children of Israel. And he sacrificed burned incense on the high places in the hills under every green tree. Then Rezon, king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Relah, king of Israel, came up to Jerusalem to make war, and they besieged Ahaz, but could not overcome him. At that time, Rezon, king of Syria, captured Elatha from Syria, and drove the men of Judah from Elatha to the Edomites, went to Ephah and dwell there to this day. So Azza sent a message to Tiglath-Pileser, king of Syria, saying, I am your servant, your son. Come up and save me from the hand of the king of Syria, from the hand of the king of Israel, who rises up against me. And Hazan took the silver and gold that was found in the house of the Lord, and in the treasure of the king's house, and sent it as a present to the king of Syria. So the king of Syria hated him, for the king of Syria went up against Damascus and took it, carried his people captive to Kir, and killed Rizah. And the king Hazan went to Damascus to meet Tabeel, Pizar, king of Syria, and saw an altar that was in Damascus. The king of Syria sent Uriah the priest to design the altar in a pattern according to all the workmanship. And Uriah the priest built an altar according to all that King Hazar had sent from Damascus. So Uriah the priest made it before the king Hazar came back from Damascus. And when the king came back from Damascus, the king saw the altar, and the king approached the altar and made offerings on it. So he burned his burnt offerings on the grain offering, and poured his drink offering, and sprinkled the blood of his peace offering on the altar. He also bought a bronze altar, which was before the Lord, from the front of the temple, from between the new altar and the house of the Lord, and put it in the north side of the new altar. And King Hazar commanded Uriah the priest, saying, on the great new altar, burn the morning burnt offerings, and even grain offering, the kings of burnt sacrifices. And his grain offerings were burnt offerings of the people of the land, and grain offerings and drink offerings, and sprinkled it all the blood of the burnt offerings and all the blood of the sacrifices, and the bronze altar shall be for me to inquire by. Thus did the priests according to all King Hazar commanded. And King Hazar cut off the panels of the cart, and removed the levers from them, and he took down the sieve from the bronze ox that were under it, and put it on a pavement of stones. Now, if you remember what the sieve from the bronze ox was, that was the one where the priest washed herself under. It was made in David made it in the temple. Not David, but Solomon made it in the temple. Also, he removed the Sabbath pavilion, which they had built in the temple, and he removed the king's outer entrance from the house of the Lord, on account of the king of Syria. Now the rest of the acts of Zerah, which he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the king of Zerah? And Azar rested with his fathers, and was buried in his father's city, and Hazan his son reigned in the place. So here's Ahaz. What's he doing? He's trying to make a beautiful place of worship. Is he making it for God, or is he making it for? When you start doing research on it, he was making it for. He wanted to be known for this. He wanted to make it so the people came just for this temple. Are we called to do that in the church?
No.
What should be our first thing in the church? Our first thing should be serving the Lord.
Yep.
You know, we can get caught up that in the church. If we change the music, we change this, we change the look of the church. Whatever it is, are we doing that for the people? Are we doing that so we can better worship the Lord?
We're doing that for the people.
We need to check everything we do. What's first? Are we going to serve the Lord? Is this to serve the Lord better? Or is this just to please people that they want to come? In today's churches, you can see it a lot, because I don't know how much you guys look on the internet, but you can see what some of these pastors are preaching and some of the things they're doing. They're not of the Lord. I mean, we're supposed to go out and reach the people, but the message never changes, does it? No matter what we do, the message has to be the same. Our first big thing should be, how are we worshiping God through this? Is it pleasing to Him? Are we making our church into a place that's better for the Lord? Or are we just trying to please people and bring numbers in? We're not called to build numbers, we're called to build people for the Lord. And we don't want to fall in the same thing as it did here. So what we get out of this is that we need to make sure what our hearts are and why we're doing it. Let's go to prayer.